So AEW Dynasty just finished up, and I have some strong thoughts. I mean, where the fuck do I even begin with this show? I guess I'll start with the fucking main event because it was the most egregious thing on the fucking show. Okay, Tony, when are you going to acknowledge that the Death Riders thing isn't working? Watching this storyline drain out and watching the same fucking match every main event of every pay-per-view is just draining the life out of me. You had a perfect person to put the title on right in front of you, and you fumbled it for no reason. Why the fuck would the Young Bucks help the Death Riders? The entire point of the Death Riders is to kill the current form of AEW and create a brand new one in its place. They want to destroy the AEW that you built. It was so stupid and it made zero sense. And this is coming from a guy who thinks the Young Bucks are one of the greatest tag teams ever. But that wasn't the only thing that sucked. We got some more shit to go through. Because then we had this overbooked piece of shit. The match itself was fine, but that finish was so stupid that it ruined what could have been at least a decent moment in Bandito winning the title. Like, Chris Jericho had a finish to the match that every heel in wrestling has done a million times. And for some reason, this one time, it's reversed. Like, if you can reverse this cheating, why can't you do that every time a heel cheats behind the ref's back? It made zero sense and completely took me out of the match. Like, I could have given less of a fuck when Bandito won the title. And I like Bandito. Like, just get Chris Jericho off pay-per-views. He hasn't done a damn good thing on him in, like, what, a year? And then we have this match. So, this one was more disappointing than, like, rage-inducing. Because the match itself was actually pretty good. It was the finish that got me fired up. Because you had a chance to build a new star in Megan Bayne. And I'm sorry, but tonight, you fucking buried her. Like, she had to win the title tonight. There is no coming back from this. Even if she wins the belt on Wednesday, having the unstoppable beast get beat in her first big match is just it immediately kills her. Like, she could have been the perfect shakeup to an AEW women's division that is kind of struggling right now. I think we're ready for an AEW's women's division without Toni Storm on top. Like, she doesn't need the title to have a major feud. But Megan Bayne really needed the title to cement herself. Like, I see her getting shuffled down the card just like Deonna Purrazzo. Like, I think she'll be forgotten in like 6 months. And then she'll end up signing with WWE and becoming the NXT Women's Champion in like a month. Also, last point, having a 4.5 hour pay-per-view is fucking ridiculous. Like, you couldn't have cut the Jericho or tag team title match and moved that to Dynamite. Like, both those matches either sucked or had no purpose. So why the fuck are you making me stay up until like 1 o'clock in the morning? And let me just say this. I don't want to hate AEW. Because let me make it clear, there was still a lot of good on this show. Like the opener with Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight, that was great. Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher had a really good match. And that triple threat for the international title was fucking legendary. So I don't want to hate AEW, but I'm sorry, I can't really defend it anymore. And I really want to. Like, if you go look at my page and look at all the posts I've done, I'm the first person in the world every time to defend AEW. Because I remember what it stood for when it first debuted. And those first couple of years were just so great. And it really got me through the pandemic, to be honest with you. And to see how boring it has become is genuinely sad. There's a lot of good wrestling on AEW, and I mean a lot of good wrestling. But at the end of the day, I'm always left feeling disappointed. And it's only going to get worse because they're waiting for this fucker to come back to win the title, and who knows when that's going to be. So we're going to have to deal with months more of this shit when it's so clearly not working. Like, Darby chose climbing Mount Everest than being AEW World Champion. Don't make that your problem. That's fucking his problem. So, to be honest, this might be it for me with AEW. Because I'm sorry, if I have to watch one more Death Riders angle or one more Chris Jericho pay-per-view match, I just don't know if I can take it anymore. I hope they get their shit together. I hope that they finally cut their losses and make some hard but well needed adjustments. Because when AEW succeeds, we all succeed. I want nothing more in the world than AEW to be a great company. Because more great wrestling is only a good thing. And I do believe AEW will one day get back to that peak. But that sure as hell ain't gonna happen while this dude is champ. But who knows? Am I being too harsh? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and follow if you like more content like this. This is Nate Knows Wrestling, and I will see you next time.